ECM Precision R11. I believe I found the Bugatti of the P365 family.
You can take this out whenever you're ready. I'm such a classic country kid. I'm here, born again. Amen. Gotta get a little head back as I tap dance on the track, praising God in advance. It's so phenomenal. Hey, nothing is better than a comfortable. Hey, thank y'all, that was bad.
And good evening to you tonight, wherever you are on the planet. My name is Gammage, and today we'll be forcing on the 66 caliber 2000. This gun right here, I hand painted myself, and I added all the different details. And right now, we're gonna be focused on how to use the scope. I'm not gonna pick it up because if I do, then that'll be very unsafe because I am not a licensed firearm instructor. But here we are. So yes, the FC01-19871. This is the gun we have here. This gun was hand painted by me, myself, and I really enjoyed this gun. The recoil on this gun is absolutely amazing when you shoot it. It gives you that pristine look. You look very John Wickish. But yeah, thank you, beautiful people. Good night.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to you wherever you are on the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your man's Gammage, and I am back. We are in the lab and we are with the Bugatti, ladies and gentlemen. We are with the Bugatti. And I want to start off by asking you, if you're here, I'm hoping that you have a P365 setup. I'm hoping that you have some type of 365 that you are looking to just enhance and make great. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are, I want to show you two pieces tonight, actually three pieces, could be four pieces, possibly five. I want to show you what has quickly become my favorite gun to carry. It is the R11 by ECM Precision. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a complete metal construction. Hear me when I tell you, if you are familiar with your P365, you already know that there are tons of grip, well, not tons, but there are a lot of grip modules out there, from the Icarus to the Legion, the SIG Legion setup. FDAS has one as well. Sharps Bros has one. We actually have a Sharps Bros on our Fuse setup, and it is amazing. We are running the Tidwell custom wood grips on this one, and it is amazing. You've seen it on the channel already. But ladies and gentlemen, this evening, I want to introduce you to the Bugatti of 365s. Guys, I can't make this up. We're talking all clear. That bass, the feeling of that in your hand, some would say that it gives you the 2011 feel, but for me, it gives me more of a direct CZ ergo feel. Like this firearm sinks into my hand when just manipulating it and doing anything with it. One of the things that I absolutely love is that they put these flared gas pedals on each side. Now, for us righties, it is going to 100% serve for, especially for someone like me with a high grip, it is going to serve for that hand to get out there and rotate and push on that thing to give me some leverage to keep driving that gun forward. So when I punch out, my gas, I'm running it. I am running it. And the beautiful part about it being on the ambi side is that for trigger discipline, as soon as I come off that trigger, I immediately have a place to rest my finger. Most people will throw it as high as you can get in classes. That's one of the things that I do share. Throw that finger as high as you can get it while the gun's not in operation. It's fine. ECM, that gas pedal just gives you a great enough place to come out of that trigger guard and get up in there. Speaking of the trigger guard, something else beautiful that ECM did with this is they made the trigger guard oversized. Here in Florida, we do not shoot with gloves as often, so that's not something that we have to worry about. But for some of my northern brothers who would like to run their pieces with gloves on, then you have more than enough space in that trigger guard to clear gloves or any other pieces that you would be running on your hand. What else did ECM do with this? They already gave you the beveled undercut there so that you can sink up in there high. They gave you the angled back strap, and then look at that deep cut on that beaver tail. When you get up in there, that thing wraps over your arm, over your grip. You're not worried about any slide bite. I mean, if you get it, it's a war wound anyway, but you're not worried about that. That thing clears beautifully, and it just gives you all the more to push up and yank it. Guys, this firearm is my favorite EDC. It has beat out a Pew Pew CNC Glock 48 build. It honestly has beat out my Pew Pew CNC and Coat and Dagger Fuse build. This, I know you're waiting for me to say that it's also beat out the Echelon. And when it comes to carrying, it has beat out the Echelon, because as much as I still absolutely love my Echelon 4.0C, and I know that you even remember me saying that the 4.0C was a death to all striker fire pieces. But it's when it's paired inside of this Sharps Bros lower that, again, notice that grip, I'm able to get up under there really well. That, look at that beveled out piece, I'm able to sink up under there really well. Beaver tail allows that sucker to rock. Guys, we're not here for the Echelon. We're not here for that. What we are here for is this R11 from ECM Precision. I can't even gas it up enough. Other thing that ECM did with this, they made the magwell on this, actually, it's dual purpose. Not only does it allow you speedy reloads because it's flared on the bottom, but it's, notice that there are no screws along the side grips. Now, I'm merging these two because I'm stoked about this gun. There's so many pieces on it that I just find sexy. From the aesthetic side, right? No screws along the grip panels, which then just for people like me, it doesn't give me something else to have to coat and tweak and do all of that. But the magwell serves as a actual dual purpose. It not only flares out to be able to funnel that mag in, but it also allows you to lock on the side panels. You can actually pick up different panels texture wise and things like that that you would like. Underneath, we have the full rail under the bottom to mount any of our lights. When we run one, we actually run the Foxtrot 2R from SIG on ours. We have the Gray Man Solution holster that allows us to run it in that. I am currently running my Gray Man Solution holster that is the sidecar with this. But speaking of that magwell, it allows quick, and that's without even peeking, just knowing where it is. Even when you miss it a little bit, it gets up in that thing, and it allows for that overcorrection. And so now when you're performing, let's say some one-on-one drills, and you got to get it, bang, you got to get it, feed it without ease. I mean, it just allows you to go, and that's without you peeking. Imagine if you were to look down at it, like you were to have to get down in there and just actually peek at it to go. It's allows you speedy feeding that flared magwell. It gives you that. Oh, we don't want to load this. Not only do we have the R11 frame, but we also have the R11 slide. There's only a few of them out there in its complete form. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to say that we are owners of one of them. On the slide, you are going to notice the window cuts all the way around it. That just gives you that lightened weight, you know, so you're not having so much mass driving back. It does come with an open top if you care to run an FDES barrel in it. For us, we would most likely send the stock barrel off to Jeff over at Pew Pew CNC and have the Great 8s put in it. They run magnificent, which is almost why I want to find a stock X Macro barrel just to send it over to Jeff to get some grade 8 ports put on it. But right now, speaking of barrels, we are running the Radian Ramjet and Afterburner, the 3.7 edition. Ladies and gentlemen, I honestly believe that those ports are larger on the 3.7 setup than they are on the Glock 19 setup. Just to be, let's look at it. Check this out. Let's line them up. What do you think? Do you think that the SIG, or do you say the Glock 19? Which comp is larger? Comment down below. Let us know which comp size holes do you think is larger. Ladies and gentlemen, now here's the other thing. If you have a P365, you already know that the footprint is RMSC. RMSC from the factory, which is the smaller micro red dots. Something that I absolutely love, and another reason why this piece is becoming my absolute favorite to carry, is because the great folks over at Gideon have released their Judge XL. The Judge XL is an RMSC footprint optic, but it gives us the big window effect. This particular optic is almost the same size, if not the exact size, of the Delta Point Pro. And we all know that the Delta Point Pro is a large style window, just much more eye relief for the shooter. Here's something else that we have going on with ours. We have the Tag Precision fiber optic sights, which of course you know that we're gonna run those on every single thing that we can. High visibility. Even when I want to change them out, I just use the Allen key, remove the front, slide the new valve in, and we are good to go. No more cracking, breaking, burning, none of that stuff right there with fiber technology from Tag Precision. And oh my goodness, the Cerakote package that we had done was by none other than Brett over with Art-illery here in Tampa, Florida. Oh my goodness, guys. He did this midnight sexy bronze on the grip. And then we went with this amber type green on the freaking slide and the magwell, and then this other type of jade. Guys, it's so much green in this thing, which again, green is my favorite color right now. But do you notice the dragon scales? Like, it's the dragon scales for me. It's given Bugatti. Talk to me in the comments. Are you getting the Bugatti feels as I'm getting the Bugatti feels? And guys, the other major advantage that we get to with this particular R11 is, guys, Ramm Tactical's leverage trigger for the SIG P365 series. This trigger is a game changer. Not only does it come from the factory, set at about 3.5, somewhere up in there, you can get both pre and post travel adjustments. Now, for me, I'm a carry guy. I run it 98% of my life in EDC capacity. Here's what I want you to know. I prefer just a very noticeable wall. I prefer a pronounced wall. But watch this. Yeah, you saw that? That's where it breaks at. Listen to the reset. Right there. Break. That's it. That's all you get right there. That's how much take up we have. And that's enough. That's pronounced. There. And then you pull through. Let's get some trigger pulls on this just to show you how bananas this freaking trigger is. Now watch this. Trigger gauge. Something that, that would be awesome. You know what? Before we do that, we have the SIG fuse. We have not picked up a Ramm trigger to go inside of this yet. So this is the stock trigger. Let us see the weight difference between the stock trigger and the leverage trigger. This is gonna blow your mind. I can guarantee it. We haven't done it, but I can guarantee it's gonna blow your mind. Watch this. Watch this. We're in. Come to the wall. Break. 6-2. Enter. Let's at least do 3 on each. 3 on each. Come in. Pull. Break. 6-2 again. Enter. Come in, wall, break. 6'3". Enter with a total, an average of 6 pounds, 2.6 ounces. 6 pounds, 2.6 ounces. That is what the stock trigger is registering at. Ladies and gentlemen, get prepared to have your mind blown. I've done no adjustments on this particular trigger. Here's what the Ramm Tactical leverage trigger is producing. Out the gate, watch this. Clear, clear, watch this. Break. 3 pounds, 8 ounces. Enter. Let's go. Break. 4 pounds. And I'm gonna tell you, I guarantee you that was me on a bad pull. Watch this. Break. 314. And since we're only doing 3 on each, 3 pounds, 13 ounces. 3 pounds, 13 ounces. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a whopping, let's just round whole numbers, 3 pounds less on the leverage trigger from Ramm Tactical. I'm telling you that matters. That matters. It matters. I want it. I want it all day long. They came out with a special that they're running that you pick up any freaking R11 setup, whether it is the R11 for the X Macro or if you pick up the R11 for the Fuse. Did you hear what I just said? Ladies and gentlemen, freaking ECM Precision has come out with a Fuse R11 lower to run our Fuse setup on. We got some space. We got some space, but that's the thing. If we get one, then what do we do with this Sharps Bros with this custom wood grips? We're gonna have to build it out. And if we build it out, maybe we'll just build it out to a shorter and just, maybe we pick up another R11 and not run any comp, but then just run port. So many questions. So many questions. I don't have the answers to them all, but here's what I do know, ladies and gentlemen. You want this in your life. If you have a P365 setup, you want the R11 in your life. Weird. It's going to be weird because I don't really have anything else other than that. I just wanted to let you know that the R11 is available. If you have not seen them, if you have not got your hands on one, I would love it. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, please come out and shoot with me. You need to feel what the Bugatti, of firearms feels like, or at least of striker fire carry options. You need to feel what this feels like. And then if you're worried about holster fitment, because ladies and gentlemen, yeah, the R11 is a new thing. So it's not gonna fit your traditional SIG holster because of the gas pedals on the side. And we're dealing with an all metal layout. So that width is going to be almost 2011-ish with that squared off piece. So you're going to need new holster options. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Unless you're on the handy side and you're willing to take out your heat gun and heat up that Kydex a little bit and yang, 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 yang in there a little bit just to kind of stretch it out. But if that's what you're into, cool. If not, Gray Man Solution has all of your holster needs, and the R11 is already in their queue, so you can pick you up an R11 holster. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, never compare, never complain, and never compete. Why? Because you are the solution. If you are in the Tampa Bay area, as already mentioned, come out and train with me as a licensed, certified, and insured instructor, coach, firearm walkie. I want to help you. If you need assistance, if you would like assistance, being better, more proficient, quicker in your EDC work, presentation, church security, whatever it is that you need assistance with, reach out to us, give us a call. We would love to get with you, connect, and build from there. Until next time, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later.